Hello there, it's Miss Vasvary again, and I'm just making some tea and thinking about my childhood. When I was young, because it's dressed like an old person day to day. When I was young, I really liked to go to the zoo, but we're stuck at home. The zoos are closed. I can't go for my walks. I can't see the animals. I'm stuck at home making soup. So I was looking online and I found out you can go to a lot of the zoos from a computer. They've been putting up live streams of animals. They've been doing talk shows. They've been teaching all kinds of things. So I thought I'd let you look around on that for a bit today with a couple goals in mind. So today's lesson is going to be science. We're going to do a bit of animals and a little bit of structures for how to build. So today, your first job is going to be to look up a zoo and see their zoos from home. What have they been putting up recently to help students like yourself who are stuck at home keep their mind active and keep learning about some of their favorite animals? Well, let's see. Just quickly yesterday, I looked up online and found a few zoos that have some really good online exhibits. There's the San Diego Zoo, so you could look up that online. You could look up the Victoria Zoo, which is from British Columbia, or our very own zoo, the Winnipeg Zoo, is actually live today, Monday, Wednesday, which is today, and Friday. They are live every day at 1 on each of those days, at 1 p.m. after lunch. So if you want to watch what our zoo is doing, go ahead, look it up online, or choose a different zoo, or one that I didn't even mention. See what ones you can find. Post them in the comments, help your classmates. Once you've found a zoo and watched a few of their at-home zoo exhibits, you're gonna choose an animal. It could be an animal you saw today. It could be your favorite animal. It could be an animal you know is in our zoo here. And your job is going to be to redesign their exhibit. So that's the enclosure, the cage that they're in. It usually has some plants from where they're from. It has lots of rocks and things for them to climb on. If it's an underwater creature, most of it's going to be water. You'll also need to think about, can the visitors see them? So when I'm making an enclosure, I don't want to make a steel wall. It would for sure keep the tigers in. But if I go to the zoo, I can't see that. So see, how could you make sure that you can see through the exhibit enclosure, the cage, in to see the animals? Are you going to make windows? Are you going to make bars like a cage? Are you going to make a fence? It might depend on your animal. Some animals might even need a roof. You don't want any of those eagles to be flying away. In your exhibit, you need to think, what do the animals need? So, what kind of food are they going to need? Is it going to come in a dish? Otherwise, they might need some water. They might need a place to rest, to get out of the sun. And they might want a place so that they don't have to see the people. They might want a little cave or a bed, somewhere to go to be safe. Do they want some things to play with? So you put those in there. And your last part is, how did you make sure your structure's strong? If I have a lion inside that cage, I don't want it getting out. Even if I have something littler like a monkey, they're really smart. How are you going to make sure their cage is strong? Your structure needs some strong elements to it to make sure that people can't get in and the animals can't get out. Even big windstorms don't want to be knocking over your cage. So remember, triangles are a very strong shape. Remember to use your braces or struts and some. And how are you joining them together? Are you using nails? Are you going to be using tape like we did at school? I don't think so. What are you going to need to use? So, thinking of those, there's a couple different ways you can do this assignment. You could draw it if you feel artistic today, or you really want to use a ruler, make it nice and straight, you could draw it. Or I'm okay if you try to build it using whatever you have. If you got Lego, that would be a great idea for how to design an enclosure. Sure, the real one wouldn't be made of Lego, but to show me what it looks like, Lego's great. You could also make one out of paper, just as an example, and say, well, I wouldn't use paper, I would use maybe metal, maybe some wood, but you can make your example out of paper. You could even use, if your family's okay with it, some cans or some things in your pantry, set them up. Tell me what they are, make a video, take a picture. And if you are going to draw it, that's okay too. Might be a little bit quicker, but if you're going to draw it, I'm going to need you to label it so I know what all the pieces are. If you put a food dish, make sure you're writing, it's a food dish. If you put a toy for them, I want to know what toy is it and what can they use it for. And remember, tomorrow is Jersey and Sports Day. So if you have a jersey, a Winnipeg Jets jersey, a Blue Bombers jersey, a jersey from your sports team, try to wear that and tell me, what's it from? Send me some pictures. All right, I've got to go drink my tea. I got to rest up. I got a long day of bacon soup ahead of me. And make sure you check your family's emails. I'm going to be doing classroom Zoom soon, which is like a little call where all of us can talk at once. So check your emails. All right. Thanks. See you next time. Bye.